talk about LiAngelo Ball and the grimy stuff that he's been on. If you don't know who LiAngelo Ball is, he's a basketball player turned rapper, or he might have been a rapper and then he turned a basketball player, but he's not in the NBA, okay? And he recently has gone viral for his song "I Might Swerve" and the corner. Whoa. And one thing about men, I never want to come for men because, I think there are amazing men out there, but unfortunately, the few that are bad are the ones that are always covering the headlines. So that's your representation. So he got this bit of fame. Yes, see the thing. This bit of fame, and already decided to leave his baby mother and 2 kids. Okay. So everyone was wondering, like, oh my God, how come this man, like, he's popping off and his baby mother hasn't said anything? You know what I'm saying? Because usually if you guys are together, like, the partner is reposting, supporting. And so this is what Nikki posted on her story. Oh, I thought I had the thing, but I'm gonna read it for you guys because it's not here. So she essentially posted an Insta story, right? This was on Sunday. So this is pretty new, kind of, sort of. She says, I see everyone has been sending me at Gelo cheating on me. I want to clear this up and speak my truth. I am just as surprised as you are. We spent 3.5 years together. And last week, he decided to walk out on his kids and I and tell me he got someone else pregnant, allegedly. And now is creating a new life with her. We were just happy and planning family photos. I am beyond blindsided by this whole thing. The ultimate betrayal is not even the word. My daughter is not even 2 months old, and dealing with this and postpartum is very hard. Please pray for me and my healing, because I will get through this. I have to be strong for my kids, but I have absolutely no words. Karma is real and God don't like ugly. I hope it was worth losing his family. So if you're a visual person like me, this is Nikki right here. That's the girl. And that's LiAngelo Ball and their son, right? Now they have 2 kids, which is the photo to the left, when their daughter was born December 3rd of last year. So, and this is his new girl. Not only did he, she posted this, and one would think like, oh my God, he probably embarrassed that the news got out. No, honey. He proceeded to post the Insta story with his new girl. It is like, you can't make this stuff up. And they've been seen with videos, and even the girl posted on Insta story trying to like say her point, and like, I don't know, I think she tried to say like, oh, Nikki has used the N-word and she's a racist, whatever. Boom, 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 boom. So what are your thoughts of LiAngelo Ball getting this bit of fame and leaving his 2 kids, his daughter, which is not even 2 months, to be with a new woman?
I'm a big believer in how you got him is how you will lose him, right? And my whole thing is like, I just feel like people are just so different. Because personally, me, I think, and I can only think for me, I can't think of myself getting into a whole relationship dynamic with a man who literally just had a fresh out the womb. Like,
Yes.
I think like the baby still got like
the sensor here hasn't even
the center of the head ain't even formed yet. A piece of the umbilical cord still got yet to dry off. Like, this child is literally fresh out the womb with the placenta. Like, it does not make any sense to me how you could feel comfortable in that. But also, I want to preface this by saying we don't know what happened behind closed doors. I know we're talking about strictly about what we are seeing on social media, where everybody's posting, how everybody's putting they like little bits and pieces in. I don't know what problems happen between all parties. I can only talk about what we've been seeing. And I think the way that everybody is going about this, and I'm talking about in terms of Gelo and his new girl, is very grimy. And I made this point to Shayla where I said, a lot of times when we see like these celebrities getting on social media, acting like this, like treating the mother of your kids however and stuff like that, I'm like, do you ever think like, my children are going to see this one day? Like,
Mm-hmm.
my son is going to see how I treated his mother. Like, y'all do understand that kids automatically look up to, well, not automatically, but most kids look up to their parents. And if I see let's say, like, for me, if I saw my parents being celebrities or whatever like that, and my dad literally dogging my mom out on the internet, and I look up to my father and I have respect for my mother, I'm automatically think this is cool. Like, this is what a real dynamic should look like, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Why, like, do y'all ever think like my children gonna see this one day? Like, let me go about the situation in a respectable manner. Right?
Yeah. For me, I have several things. As you said, we're going to preface this by saying we only see what they let us see on social media. But I think at the end of the day, regardless of if there was some crazy moves being done by Nikki behind the scenes, at the end of the day, just have respect. You know what I'm saying? It's okay that you moved on, but for you to proceed and post a story about your new girl, you being outside with her, I just think it's like, and for the new girl that she thinks that she's like better now because it's like, haha, you got the two kids and I'm with him now. It's like, you know what I mean? Like, you might think you're doing something, but you really are not doing anything, and you look a mess for thinking that that's okay. And again, like, you just had a daughter. How would you feel if when your daughter grows up, that's how a man treats her? You
Now
wouldn't
you
like
want to
that.
fight. Now you want to be like, we rolling up on him. Nah, that's what you did, bro. What happened?
Right.
It can't be
And
like,
it's okay if you don't want to be together, right? Like, I understand. I'm never the type of person that it's like, oh, stay with your partner because you guys have kids. Absolutely not. If you want, no one wants you to raise kids in a toxic environment. It's okay for you to break up, but just have a little bit of respect. At least wait the kid to have 6 months. Like, let her be past the little postpartum stuff. Like, she just gave birth to your kid 9 months. I think sometimes people don't realize how hard it is to carry a child, right? Like, I know we see it often, so we might think like, oh, whatever. But carrying a child for 9 months and then pushing it out or having a C-section is a big thing. You know what I'm saying? And then these are the same type of men. These are the same type of men that when that little girl and that little boy are like 10 years old, he want to be like, oh, those are my kids. Those are my kids. Those are my kids. But he ain't do nothing during the years and months that these kids really needed him, because it's not all about money. Okay, yes, you sending a check, but during those first months, it's not even about the money. It's the presence, the sleepless nights. Like, I don't care how grimy she might have been behind the scenes. At the end of the day, do it for your kids.
and like, to your point, especially with postpartum, the reason why people, especially like, I feel like now, especially, people keep like urging, like, you need to make sure that you take care of yourselves, especially those like few months after giving a child, is because how sensitive and how like easy it is to break emotionally and mentally. Like, you are in a very fragile state. Anything could set you off, tick you off, or do anything like that. And I'm not wishing this on nobody. And like, I really hope, like, in terms of those children, that like God really has their hand on them. But like, when we see people, and I'm not making this an excuse, but when we see mothers have like that break after giving a child, it's like, oh, like, why aren't we postpartum is real. Your body is readjusting after having all those different hormones and everything to protect the child and basically carry life into this world. So I just think, when you are going about those situations, especially like you say, I don't think that anybody should stay together for the sake of the children. I think you need to learn to coexist for the sake of children, especially if y'all want to have a healthy co-parenting relationship. But this is how you're going about it now after having the children. To get to that level of, co-parenting is going to take so much time, because y'all went about it all wrong to begin with. And like, I don't know if this is true, but I saw somewhere that like Gelo's past ex talked about how like Nikki got Gelo from her. And it's like, it like a repeat cycle of like, how you got him is how you gonna lose him. It's like, I don't wish this on nobody, but like, at the end of the day, y'all need to understand, you guys need to go into these situations being genuine. And what you allow shows what you will accept. Now, I don't see, there's not a man in sight that I have seen that's in a relationship where it's like, if he give me the opportunity, I'm going to snatch him. No, if you're not fully single, baby, don't come my way. If you got a child that's fresh out the womb, focus on your children. Your priorities are out of whack. There's no reason why you are posting for your new girl what you did for her for Valentine's Day, and you just have had a daughter, and you not even posting like happy Valentine's Day to my first daughter or something like that, or going to bring her like, I get it, she's not gonna remember this, but bring her like a little rose or something.
Yeah. I think I 1,000% agree with you. It's like you set the tone. This is like a message for women. You set the tone off rip. If you got this man who was taken with kids, they might, you know what I'm saying? They're going to sell you a dream at the beginning. But when time passed, they're going to be like, oh, yeah, she thought that was cute. Or like she thought that was acceptable. So she can't get too mad. How you, like Rebecca said, how you get them is how you lose them. So this girl right now that might be on her high because she with Gelo. First of all, Gelo, no tea, no shade. The sound really good when it's with auto-tune. But I've seen these performances and I'm like, girl, just play the track and act like this is karaoke, honey. But let's move